Captain Francis J. Dougherty. I wanted to fly, and I passed all the tests and so forth, but at the time, it was going to be a 6 or 7 year obligation. And at 21 and a half and 22 years old, 7 years sounded like an eternity to me. So some of my friends were serving aircraft carriers, and they sent back various inputs about what was going on out there. So I decided to not go to flight school initially. And so I went and served aboard USS Coral Sea, home quartered in Alameda, California, made 2 Westpac deployments. It was really interesting because the Coral Sea had just come out of a rework. It was a World War II carrier that was a straight deck carrier. And when they recommissioned her, they put an angled deck on it, and it was a beautiful ship. Last of the Midway class CVA 43, and it was a great ship, and it was fun to serve on. And we sailed all over the place, and it was just a wonderful experience. And it was the ship, having just been recommissioned out of an extensive York period, was like a brand new ship. It was really great. I got commissioned in December 1960. Flew to San Francisco on Christmas Day, caught a flight with one of my other OCS classmates. We were serving together on the ship, and we flew from San Francisco, Hawaii, Midway, Japan, and then they flew us down to Okinawa and joined the ship on New Year's Day of 1960. And what was interesting about that, of course, everyone was out celebrating New Year's Eve, and we were just, we got there, I don't know, at 3 o'clock in the morning, because all the revelers were, you know, wrapping up and so forth. And about 6:30 in the morning, everyone got awakened because the ship was getting an emergency sortie underway. So everyone piles out, and an interesting collection of people. Underway we go down to the South China Sea and Gulf of Tonkin, because back in the day there, Laos was kicking off, and so they wanted a carrier out there, and we were out there, and our guys were flying missions and so forth, mostly surveillance type missions. They weren't dropping bombs or anything like that, but that was the first couple of days aboard the ship was kind of a very interesting, just what you'd expect for action in the Navy. I was a communications watch officer and the signals officer for the ship. I was in a ship's company. I wasn't in aviation at the time. We were all division officers, where we had responsibilities for various size of groups of the enlisted guys in their various pursuits. I had the signal gang, and they were affectionately known as skivvy wavers, and up on the bridge and so forth. So I have my responsibilities there as the division officer. I think we had about 20 guys in the division. And then I served as a communications watch officer. You serve 8-hour watches, and sometimes a little bit longer than that. They sort of go not back to back necessarily, but you'd serve your 8-hour watch, and then you get off for do your other divisional duties and so forth, and obviously sleep, and then do it all over again. And we were involved with highly classified messages and top secret systems that we had to operate and so forth. So it was pretty interesting, and because you could see everything that was going on, because you were reading all the messages and sending all the messages and so forth. So you were really tuned into battle group operations, if you will.